Imagine sharing your phone number on a job portal, and suddenly, you're bombarded with spam calls and ads. What if you could control how your data is used, who gets to see it, and even delete it permanently? Across the globe, digital privacy is becoming a non-negotiable right, and India has taken a bold step with the Digital Personal Data Protection Act. In this lesson, you'll discover how this new law gives you the power to decide what happens to your personal data. Whether you're a user, developer, job seeker, or entrepreneur, the DPDPA affects you directly. By the end, you'll know your digital rights and your responsibilities with absolute clarity. Let's unlock the tools to protect, manage, and respect digital privacy in a connected world. India's Digital Personal Data Protection Act, or DPDPA, is not just a legal document, it's a digital constitution for your privacy. Enacted in 2023, this law sets the rules for how personal data must be handled in a digital world where everything, from food orders to job applications, involves your private information. It ensures that organizations and apps cannot collect or use your data without a clear, legal purpose and your direct consent. Whether it's a global tech giant or a small Indian startup, if they're dealing with Indian user data, they must follow these rules. This law applies to all digital personal data, even if processed outside India. DPDPA puts the spotlight on consent, safety, and your rights, making digital dignity a fundamental part of being online. At the heart of DPDPA are 6 core principles. Think of them as the pillars holding up your digital rights. First, any data collected must have a lawful purpose, no vague or hidden agendas. Second, consent-based processing means no one can use your data without your clear yes. Third, data minimization ensures that apps or services can't collect more than they truly need. Fourth, the law demands purpose limitation. Your data must be used only for the stated reason. Then come user rights, like the ability to access, correct, or delete your data. Finally, accountability means the companies handling your data, called data fiduciaries, must build systems that protect your privacy by design. These principles create a safer, smarter digital world. Let's decode 3 critical terms that will keep popping up throughout your journey with DPDPA. Data principle refers to you, the individual whose data is being collected. Whether you're logging into an app or filling a form, you are the data principal. Data fiduciary is the entity collecting and processing your data, like a website, mobile app, or government portal. These entities are legally responsible for how your data is handled. Then there's the consent manager, a neutral, authorized platform that helps you track, manage, and even revoke your consent across different services. Understanding these terms is key, because every right and responsibility under this law starts with knowing who's who in the data ecosystem. What happens when companies break these rules? The penalties are massive, not just a slap on the wrist. If your data is breached, the fine can go up to 250 crore rupees. Mishandling children's data? That's 200 crore rupees. Ignoring a user's request to delete or correct their data? 50 crore rupees. These numbers aren't just scary. They show how serious India is about digital privacy. The idea is clear. Digital negligence has real-world consequences. For companies, it's a wake-up call to invest in better systems. For you, it's a reminder that the law is on your side. If your data is misused, there's a powerful framework to take action. Depending on your role, student, job seeker, coder, or entrepreneur, DPDPA has something directly relevant to your life. As a user, you need to know your rights and be confident about revoking consent when needed. As an entrepreneur, the law demands you collect only the data that's absolutely essential and with full transparency. If you're a developer, you must bake privacy into the design, write code that respects users, not exploits them. And as a job seeker, be mindful of how resume platforms and recruiters use your data. This law isn't just for big tech firms. It applies to you, your startup, your code, and your career choices. As a data principal, you're not powerless. You have a digital bill of rights. First, the right to access lets you know exactly what data a service holds about you. The right to correct ensures that wrong or outdated info can be fixed. Then there's the right to erasure. You can ask for your data to be deleted completely. If you ever change your mind, the right to consent withdrawal allows you to opt out anytime. And in case something happens to you, the right to nominate lets someone you trust manage your data after you're gone. These rights put control back where it belongs, with you. To ensure all these rules are more than words on paper, India has created a powerful enforcement body, the Data Protection Board of India, DPBI. This board investigates breaches, hears complaints, and issues penalties when laws are broken. What makes DPBI truly future-ready is that it works entirely digitally, no long queues or offline paperwork. If your rights are violated or your data is mishandled, the DPBI ensures there's a fast, transparent digital channel to raise your voice. It's your legal ally in the world of digital justice. It's time to turn your understanding into personal conviction. Imagine creating your own 5-point charter, a declaration of how you believe your data should be treated. This isn't just theory, it's a mindset shift. When you say, "My data should be used only with my permission," you're claiming ownership. When you believe it should be deleted on exit or never sold to advertisers, you're affirming your rights. This activity is about making privacy personal, because only when you value your data can you demand others to do the same. Let's bring it all together. The Digital Personal Data Protection Act is India's landmark step toward a future where privacy is not a privilege, it's a right. You've learned how DPDPA puts consent, control, and user dignity at the center. Whether you're building an app, sharing your resume, or just browsing online, your digital choices matter. This law applies to every device, every user, every service that touches your data. The stakes are real, and so is your power. You're not just learning law, you're learning to lead your digital life with awareness and authority. Let's keep that energy as we move into the next lesson.